Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to another session of Meditations with Marigny. So this morning, you guys are gonna get two for one because this is my second video and I haven't even made it into the office yet. I got here a little bit early. I had to drop my son, and so just in the process of kind of chatting with him on the way to dropping him off and then arriving here at work, I came across a couple of things. I listened to a video of a guy who I've been listening to him for a few years. His name is Tony Gaskins, Gaskins, I think. And he was talking about the reason men don't commit, right? And so, and it was a good video. Like, I really love this brother. He's only probably about 40 years old. Maybe he might be in his early 40s, if so. But he is just so full of wisdom. He has so much knowledge to offer. And I've always really enjoyed his videos. But, and also, for those of you, I know you may not go to the end of the video, but if you don't mind, could you click like, share it with a friend, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber? And the reason being is it helps the algorithms as far as what YouTube will push forward as far as what people want to hear. But I want to jump in, and specifically, I want to talk about honesty in the beginning of relationships. And I want to speak specifically about a conversation that I had with someone about me and just the dating process. And just to cut it short, I mean, if you guys get in the comments or if you send me an email and say that you'd like to know more, I'll dove into it a little bit more. But in speaking with someone who I trust and who I think brings value to me as an associate, and someone who they could give good advice from a man's perspective. One of the things that he shared with me recently, and he's married, he's not interested in me from that perspective. We talk about different things all the time. So, and I say that as a prerequisite to say that I feel like his conversation is maybe accurate from a man's perspective. But one of the things he was talking about is that sometimes we can be too honest in the beginning of a relationship. And he said that he feels that if I am, he was talking to me specifically about dating. And I'm sorry, y'all, I have to remember I got this mic on. Because really, I feel like this topic is going to take a lot longer than what I want to give into it right now. But he was basically saying that I'm so honest that pretty much I will run a man away. And he was like, you're honest to the point that he may not stick. He won't stay around. And so I was like, well, my thing is, I don't want to be manipulative. I don't want to tell him something that is not going to be. And I don't want to do what I've seen so many people do. They will draw a man in, and then when he gets in, because men are typically drawn to you based on your looks first. They don't care nothing about nothing else. They don't care whether you could be a dodo, you could be a bird brain. It does not matter. If, like the song, you got a big butt and a smile, they're good with it. And so one of the things he was saying is that I just need to just be myself, let my personality show. He was like, let them get to know you and draw them in first. And then after you're dating him, then you can let him see the ugly parts of you. And I kind of disagree because I'm dating with intentions now, and I'm dating with the purpose of understanding that I desire to be married. I don't want to waste anybody's time, and I don't want them to waste mine. And so I'm very comfortable with a man saying to me, hey, I really like you. I think you're cute, you're funny, you got this, that, and the other, but I don't like these components about you. And that right there means that I can't have a relationship with you. I'm good with that. And I'm okay with it. I don't understand why that is such a problem, because what I see and what I know of relationships that have been, once people start making an investment in you and they are a year in, and then you say, well, I got a year into this, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 years. Well, I got 2 years, I'm going to go ahead and do 5 years. Well, I got 5 years, I'm going to go ahead and do 10. Well, don't make it seem like prison. I don't want a relationship that seems like prison. And I know what that feels like because that's what it was like in my previous marriage. Once I got so far in that relationship, even though I saw red flags and I saw things that I knew that I should not have tolerated, I continued to do so because I was like, well, man, I'm already 2 years in. I'm already 5 years in. And the next thing you know, it was 10 years. And here I was looking at my life saying, man, this right here is getting ready to be a 40-year process. He might live till he's 100. So this might end up being 50 or 60 years. No, that's not what we should be doing. That does not align with the principles of God. And that does not align with when he says that he came that we might have life and have it more abundantly. With my channel being about relationships, he meant it in relationships as well. I cannot tell you how many people that I know that have truly healthy relationships. They have good relationships with their spouse. And it doesn't mean that it's perfect, but it does mean that it is suitable for the kingdom to be able to say that it can get glory from it. And so I'm saying that to you, if you are someone that watches my channel, especially those that watch it on a regular, and you are here for relational impartation, know that it is not intended for God for you to be in a relationship where you have to lie, that you have to manipulate, that you can't be authentically yourself. I will never be in another relationship where I cannot be totally me. And when I say totally me, the silly part, the fun part, the serious part, the one who is going to hold someone accountable, the one who is going to comfort them, the one who is going to nurture, who is going to help to heal their wounds when something happens that they need for me to be there in that capacity. And that does not mean that you have to be weak. Ladies, I want you to understand that it takes a strong woman to be able to take all those components and comfortably, hear the key word, comfortably walk in who you have called to be. Comfortably be able to say that I'm okay in my skin. And I'm okay that I am a good fit for him, but I might not be a good fit for somebody else. And so I know that when it comes to relationships, again, if y'all go back and look at, I can't remember, I did a video one time and I was like, I might have to kiss 100 frogs before I get to my prince. And when I say kiss 100 frogs, people don't understand that dating is just that. It is getting to know someone, but it is being your authentic self. Why be in a relationship, especially at our age? Why be in a relationship where you cannot be who you totally are? At this age, if you can't be totally you, you don't need to be in that relationship. If you're in a relationship with a man or a woman where you got to walk around all the time on eggshells, wondering whether or not they're going to have something to say about what you do, you don't need to be in that relationship. And so I think this morning was more of like just a rant. I just came out of talking about if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray. If you follow the instructions that's been given, you won't even have any problems. And so I just want to say to you guys that don't allow somebody to put you in a position where you have to manipulate a circumstance or a situation. Be authentic. Be honestly yourself. Make sure that they understand who you are and then walk in that with the authority that God has given you. All right. That's it for today. Y'all didn't get the little nice little lady. I'm going to come back with her a little bit later. Meet me on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. on Facebook and Instagram Live. And y'all will get her this Thursday night. Bye. Be yourself.